Hey there guys, so last time in the anime we saw that Masachika finally joined the student council and chose to run in the election with Alisa. Yuki was disappointed, yet she still respected her brother's decision. So Masachika started to plan for their campaign because it's gonna be tough to beat Yuki as she is super popular around the school, but Masachika also had plans. Yet the concerning matter was whom will Yuki choose as a running mate. There Masachika saw Taniyama and thought Yuki might select her as a running mate. In junior high she was one of the candidates who stood in the student council election. Although she got beaten by the brother-sister duo, Taniyama is still a tough candidate. But Yuki instead chose Ayano as her running mate, and for some reason Masachika knows who she is. So now as the story continues, after the meeting, Ayano came to Masachika like a ghost of the Conjuring movie to meet him. She wanted to talk and took Masachika to a place and asked to confirm if he's with Alisa for the election. Because his grandpa was angry that he chose to stand in Yuki's way after leaving Su, a family name, at divorce time his grandpa separated Yuki and Masachika. So Ayano was worried Masachika would break Yuki's heart with his choice, but Masachika clears up that he's not opposing Yuki, he just promised Alisa to run in the election with her and he means it. So he told Ayano to tell his grandfather to meet him if he had a problem with it and not to bother Yuki about it, because Yuki is the most important person for him in the world, that was it. And at lunch, Masachika's friends were looking at a magazine in which the model resembled Masha a bit. And there her sister came and heard everything and scolded Masachika for having deviant thoughts. Anyways, they asked Masachika about his preference. And dude wanted to have a GF who could be his best friend as well. Alisa said someone like her in Russian, but Masachika also wants a cute smile on her and the weather turns quite cold quickly. After that, Ayano went to see Yuki and told her about her meeting. Masachika had cleared up that he won't back down, but then Yuki asked Ayano if she's also in love with Masachika. And she declined flatly, she only wished to serve him like a tool. That's really some double meaning, but Masachika also said that Yuki is the most important person for her. And Yuki barely contained herself from screaming out her love for Masachika, but that aside, he's set to compete in the election against her. So Yuki is interested to watch how Masachika can turn the situation when most of the students are on her side, because Masachika is the best whom even Yuki can't beat. So it made her heart race a little. After that, in the normal hours of the students' council, there was a war going on when Alisa and Yuki came face to face in the card game, and everyone saw Alisa can't keep her poker face in game. But in contrary, Masha is just too hard to read. Then after a while, the situation was getting heated up as the cards war was on its final stages. But there Masha was going out to get drinks for everyone with Masachika, and outside she thanked him for becoming Alisa's running mate. Alisa is a hard worker and she loves her for that. That is why she stays extra lax around Alisa, because the relationship of siblings is just like that, one way or another, the competition just always comes in between. And Masachika is painfully aware of that. But that made him wonder if Yuki also puts up that moron otaku persona on purpose. No, actually, she is a crazy otaku. Then the next day, Taniyama came to talk with Alisa and brought out Alisa to the schoolyard. Her problem was that Alisa was running with Masachika, and she thinks Alisa should feel ashamed of herself because she stole Masachika from Yuki. Masachika saw the commotion and came to check things out. Alisa informed him of the situation, and he clarified that he is running with Alisa on his own initiative, so she should apologize to Alisa for accusing her in this manner. Taniyama noticed Masachika's decision and challenged him for the Students' Congress. Alisa was his running mate, so she had to participate as well, but Taniyama insulted her, saying she was a puppet and should stay out of it, but Alisa refused to stay still. And Taniyama then agreed to take them both on. And the topic of their debate is introducing teachers' involvement in student council entry. Well, if they win, their candidature would get more legitimacy. Plus she insulted Masachika, so Alisa wants to get back at her. So Yuki took the job of announcing this debate, and later on Masachika was teaching Alisa about things Taniyama might use in the argument. So Alisa had thought of all the counter as per the argument, and Alisa noticed Masachika and Taniyama might be on bad terms, but Masachika doesn't think so. But he knows Taniyama is thinking that he's joining student council just to mess around, because he and Yuki were partners in middle school and now he joined with Alisa. She understood the gist of the situation and felt bad, so she made up her mind to win this debate, and the time comes for the debate, but there he meets Nanoa, Taniyama's running mate and a social butterfly, apparently the polar opposite of Taniyama, yet they are childhood friends. but then Alya was scared of being ignored in this debate by others. And all the laugh of the audience made her nervous, so Masachika asked her if her rack size is E-cup, and that got her to ease up her nerves, because she'll need to stay calm to face Taniyama, who's also a Miss Perfect. Then with student council prez announcing the debate, Taniyama starts with the propose that the students' council members should chosen by the prez and vice prez. In a way, if low-grade students get chosen by prez, they get higher positions than normal students if chosen by the two. That is why she wants to give this power to the teachers to choose student council members. That's her proposal, and now to counter it comes Alya. She stated that it's basically stripping the power of student council prez and vice prez. All the students chose the prez and vice prez, so it wouldn't be right to take the power away from them, and the student council won't even proceed without teachers if this happens. So what's the point of having student council if the prez and vice president can't even recruit the student they trust? Valid point. Then suddenly many guys started to point it out that Alya is a foreigner and she doesn't know about their academy. Masachika knew it. Nanoa had plants who started this. And all those talk made Alya lose her composure, but Masachika got her back and stepped in to take the charge. He told them everyone picked Kenzaki as president because everyone saw how hard he worked to turn himself from zero to a first-grade student. And their system allows anyone to join student council as long as they have a passion to work. That is why Masachika asked if they even need this debate and there was no voice. So Taniyama ran off knowing that Masachika is right and Nanoa accepted the defeat. With it the things were wrapped up easily. But Alya stopped Taniyama and she blasted her for snatching away Masachika from Yuki. In the middle school when she lost to them, she was broken. But she saw the perfect bond between them, so she made peace with it and gave up on her goal. So she did all this because she felt betrayed, that's all. Their Nanoa came in to handle her best friend from here on, and Alya then goes off. But their Nanoa told Taniyama she should apologize to Alya, and when she does, she'll accompany her there. Then after that Alya told Masachika why Taniyama did all this. So she asked Masachika why he chose her as partner instead of Yuki. So Masachika said he just ran with Yuki because he couldn't reject her, but his guilt played the biggest role. It was the time when he left home with his dad when their parents divorced, but obviously he didn't open up about this to Alya. As for joining her, Masachika says he joined her because he wanted to. Then as they were going out, Alya asked him about the size he guessed. Masachika made up that a girl he knew told her, and she was literally E-cup, saying that in Russian she goes off. And right there are 2 episodes ends, but stay tuned to watch its next episodes, and for that subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. And most of all drop a like if you enjoyed the episode, so take care.